Hey everyone, welcome back to the sawmill. I know I mentioned in the last video that I'm not going to do a whole video on unloading and loading the kiln, and I'm not going to do that, but what I am going to do right here is talk about the new method that I'm using for strapping the wood together. Strap Pack. I got it on Amazon and it came with the strapping. So there's a box of strapping. Comes with instructions right on the box, and it comes with all the buckles. I'll show you those. I think it was $40 for this kit, so it comes with these little buckles and 300 feet of strapping. So I figure for $40 it's worth a shot to try it out and see how it works. So far I do like it. Some of the things that one of the big things I question, which other people have questioned also, is as the wood dries and shrinks, it's going to loosen up, and how will I make up for that? And I'm not 100% sure yet. One of the things that I've seen somebody say in an online portable sawmilling group on Facebook that I'm in, they mentioned that they leave the extra strap there so they can pull on it and further tighten it as they need to. One of the problems with that is, as you can see in the kiln, as the wood dries, I can't really get to the straps. So yeah, there's that. So I don't really know that there's going to be a great solution to that. So my thought is initially put the strapping on it as I mill it, and of course it's going to shrink as it dries. I'm going to let it air dry probably for at least a month or two before it goes into the kiln, so at that point it'll have lost most of its moisture. And if I leave the strapping long, when I strap it after I mill it, I could come back after and tighten it more before I put it into the kiln, so at least it'll kind of give it the best chance I can give it. If anybody else here has other solutions on how you handle it, especially specifically on how you handle it with using a kiln setup like this, because once you get everything in there, there's really no way you can tighten it. The nice thing about when it's all stacked in there is, of course, the bottom stuff has a lot of weight already on top of it, so that helps out a lot. But the stuff on top, not so much. And usually if I have any issues with anything cupping, bowing, cracking, curling and all that, it's going to be the stuff that's on top. The stuff on the bottom does still move, but not as badly as the stuff on top does, because it's in the direct sunlight and it doesn't have all that weight on top of it. So I guess I could try tightening the ones that are on top, because I do have access to the straps. Unfortunately, the ones I've already put in there, I cut the straps off pretty short, so I can't really get to those to further tighten them. So I'm just going to, I guess with these ones for now, hope for the best. I haven't had terrible luck in the past, so they shouldn't be that bad. I'm just looking to further improve what I'm already doing. And so by doing the anchor seal and strapping everything tight, I'm hoping to further improve the quality of everything as it comes out of the kiln. Another tool that I picked up, which I think was about another $30 or so, was this plastic strap ratchet tool, which makes it easier to tighten. That kit does come with a tool to tighten the straps, but you are basically relying on your pull strength, which isn't bad, but with the ratchet type it will get a lot tighter. You get to the point where the strapping will just about break, and then you can cut it off, and it has a little cutting mechanism in it right here, so you can easily cut it. So this tool is actually pretty handy. So real quick, before I go grab the next stack of boards to strap and stack in here, I'm just going to measure to see about how much space I have to work with. Roughly a little under 7 feet to work with. So let's see what we can find. So the white oak slabs that I have over here are about a little over 6 feet long. So these should work perfect. And so with this method, what I've been doing for stickers is I basically just roughly measure the width of the board, just hold the sticker up to it and roughly about how long you need the stickers to be. to fit perfectly, just perfectly across the board. And then I bring a bunch of these inside to my miter saw and I just chop a bunch to that length. They don't have to be perfect, just not so long that they're sticking out really far, but not so small that they're not covering the entire board from end to side. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut some of these and I'll be right back. Now I'll show you how this strap pack works. So I have 5 stickers in this stack. So what I try to do is put one in the middle and then one on each end. I'm just going to show you one just for the purpose of this video so you can see how the straps work. As like I said, I already showed you plenty of videos stacking and loading the kiln, so I know you don't want to see all that. But I'll at least show you how the strap works. So obviously you take it, slide it up underneath the stack, get it wrapped around. I also got these corners, which are basically corner protectors that are used in like shipping places. So if they're putting them on things that they don't want to get damaged by the straps when you tighten them, you can put these on the corners and it helps the straps from digging in. I don't think I'm going to have a problem with this on the white oak because these plastic straps, they don't get extremely tight like the steel banding does. So I think I'll probably not use it on these, but I will just do it for this first trap to show you how they work. So what I've been doing is just taking one end of the strap, folding it over, so the side that's folded over is hanging on the top side. Then take the buckle, hopefully you can see this with the lighting out here, you slide it through with these little pins on the top side that they get wrapped around, slide it through up underneath, and then wrap it around that pin and pull it back in underneath and out in that direction. And then the same thing for the other side with the other side of the strap. I'm going to do that now. So fold it over with the kind of the loose or waist side up of the strap. Slide it through again around that little pin hook thing, the buckle, and then just kind of loosely pull it tight. This way you have enough space underneath it to get your corner protectors in. So in this case, we'll slide these in on the 4 corners. Try to show this as close up as I can. Well, that's about as close as I can get. Alright, so this tool here, you have to push down. You can see this lifts up, allowing you to put the strap underneath it. And that's what holds the strap in place. So you want to move the loose part kind of up and out of the way. You want to get the part that you're going to be tightening down underneath that clamp section and underneath all the other 2 parts of the tool here. I like to pull it all the way back to this side, so it gives me as much as I can to ratchet down. And then you let go of the tool and now it's grabbed on tight right here with that clamp. This is the cutter, and then this here is the part that turns that grabs the strap to tighten it. So if you're not planning on cutting the strap, you just put it over the top of the cutter and then through the ratcheting part right here, and that will tighten it. But in this case, I'm not planning on tightening this again, so I'm going to just cut it once I'm done ratcheting it. So I'm going to put it through the cutter, and then I'm going to ratchet, and you'll see it'll wrap around here, which pulls it tight. about as tight as you can almost hear it crackling like it was gonna break. So I did that a little bit too quick for you. So when you have it underneath here and you're ratcheting it tight, this piece of the strapping, when it goes through here and here, you ratchet it. When you're done, when you squeeze all the way down, it causes the inside of this to close and spin and cut that strap. So it cuts it off right by the buckle if that's where you have it set up and laid out. So that's how that works, and you can hear it's pretty tight. But like I said, as the wood dries, it probably will loosen up. And if you have any questions, definitely leave them down in the comment section below. If you're new here and you're interested in this sort of stuff, definitely consider subscribing. Hit the like button and the bell icon to be notified of future videos. We'll see you next time.